Hello everyone and welcome back to Do Not Like, Do Not Read. My name is Clemens, with me today is Adam,
Your service.
John,
Hey, greetings out normies.
and Julius.
Hello.
Yeah, and we continue to turn bad the Lost Squeakquel for you.
Yes.
The final
We're
chapter
turning worse.
in the Turn Bad saga.
We're turning
Tur-
worse and we're lost in the Squeakquel.
Turned absolutely rancid, and now we're shipwrecked. Shipwreck, excuse me.
So, what happened in the last stream, the first half of the story?
Well, as far as I remember, Alvin came back, but caught a terrible case of the X virus,
Exactly. The X virus.
which now forces him to have a smile that is just the cursed smile. It's like someone, pulled a smile in Photoshop and just left it there like that.
Yeah, he's
Meanwhile,
also like a mindless. I mean, he's like a zombie in the original sense.
somehow Alvin
Not
Scott
like a
returned.
movie zombie, but yeah.
Okay, what else? What else? Folks are trying to figure out what to do. Meanwhile, normal Seville is, after checking in with his mouse roommate, decides to go out and investigate himself. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
Make some decent headway and then comes across the antagonist. Who that antagonist is? We don't know yet.
Well, we do know who he is. He is our favorite character who turned evil because he doesn't feel appreciated, and he's now calling himself Malice and wants to destroy the world just because.
Of course.
Of course.
Okay, then let's continue with Chapter 7, Trust Her.
Alright, we got an office note.
Hell yeah. Is it up on the stream?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's there. Yeah.
I'm not seeing it. I could be wrong. Let me refresh.
You just refresh.
Oh, I can see it.
Oh, there we go. Much better. Let's get to it.
John, I think you have the office note.
I thought we switched it back to you, Julius.
Oh, because I'm the author, yeah.
Yeah, spoilers.
Well, makes sense.
Wait,
What?
hold on. He's the
Hold
author?
on a second.
What?
What? Elvin Scott didn't write this?
Holy
This is not an
shit!
official sequel?
If you read It's Mocker backwards, it says Julius.
So this is why we never saw you and Batman in the same room before.
Well,
Dicky boy.
Dicky.
okay, so A/N. To all the civil stands out there, I'm sorry if I offended you by making him the bad guy in this story. I don't hate him or anything, I just needed someone to be the villain and I chose him out of convenience. Anyway, I don't really care if you hate me now, but I do still respect your opinion. But now on with the show. The story, I'm sorry. So yeah, I think if I were to write this again, I would probably be more consistent with these author's notes because I don't think I inserted any in like the previous chapters, but I kind of felt it was like appropriate here.
Yeah, being inconsistent is the essence of fanfiction. At least the ones we read.
I guess, but usually usually when an author decides to have author's notes, they can't shut up with them and they have them in every chapter. So in that sense, I guess I could have been more consistent.
Yeah, and gotcha.
Normal
Well,
path.
Oh, random guard?
Oh yeah. Here we go, kid. Have fun spending more quality time with your friend in there.
With you, our friend in here.
You've
What-
got a friend in there.
One of the guards said teasingly as they threw me into my cell. What is that even supposed to mean? I asked, annoyed, but the guard just laughed and went away.
Ah ha 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 ha.
Ah ha 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 ha.
Great, now I was trapped in some mad guy's secret underground base with no way to warn Tyler and the others of what was about to happen. Well done, normal civil.
Yay, well done.
I then
Congratulations.
felt someone's presence in the cell, and when I turned around I saw not one, not three. Claire? I said, surprised.
There she is. You know, I mentioned this before in one of the chapters when Cleo showed up. The reason why Cleo was there because I remembered that Claire never got set free by Alvin.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
so I decided this was the point where she actually shows up. She was like still in custody, and now she's in custody here at Malice's base, because of course all of Alvin's troop were actually loyal to Malice.
Oh yeah. Fair enough.
Claire looked like she was as surprised as I was.
Normal?
She said, confused.
What are you doing here? Did he get you too?
I was almost shocked that she even knew my name, but that didn't matter at the moment.
No, almost.
It was almost a surprise. It almost took me aback.
You almost got me there.
Well, with that, Claire is better than Dave. Fuck you, Dave. When is Claire getting her reward? Well,
I mean, Claire was the one who had, like, I guess more of a positive influence on Alvin.
Fair enough.
If I remember correctly, he was like, oh, somehow when Claire asked me to do something, I always want to do it. So, yeah.
Well, I did some digging and found out about the secret lair in the desert, but when they caught me at the entrance and imprisoned me, I said / explained. But how in the world did you get here?
Alvin kidnapped me so I wouldn't get in the way of his war on humanity.
She began to explain.
As I explained, actually happened in in New Life, New Conflict. He actually gave me a very comfy room at first and even told his guards to be nice to me. But some time ago I was told I was going to be relocated and they put a bag on my head and got me to whatever this horrible place is.
She exclaimed / said.
She finished her story in a sad voice. That sounds terrible, I said / responded.
This is so needless there. There's so much extra needless. At least when you say said / asked, I guess you could kind of say it's like said is a very normal way of saying something, and then asked is always a question, but said / responded.
I
don't
like
I mean, I told you I was gonna make this joke.
I know,
I-
just
I
this
gotta
one is
say-
especially funny.
I gotta say, I like to think of this line as just like the video game like dialogue choices, like when you know a character's like gonna go on about something. The options were that's terrible. The second option was why is there a mini fridge? Third option was I can't think of a third option.
It's the Fallout 4 dialogue system. You have sarcastic yes, normal yes, convoluted yes, and no.
Normal always picks
Oh.
the normal yes.
Good old Fallout 4
This is very own
dialogue.
yes.
Yeah, Bethesda designed this universe.
I wanted to talk to Alvin again so I could try to make him come to his senses, but they wouldn't even let me.
She said, all depressed.
It's like he got more and more consumed by his hatred for a human being. If only they would let me speak to him again, not 103.
Human being? That word kind of sounds like bean, and beans are legumes.
Yeah, he hated the humans for what they were, the bin of the humans, but now the currently humans he's okay with, you know? Everything got better.
He hated humans that have been. He doesn't hate the humans that haven't been.
Okay. It's now dawned on me that she didn't even know of what had happened during her captivity. I'm sorry, Claire, not 103. But Alvin, not 103. He's not 103. I struggled with my words and my periods. I struggled with my words because I didn't know just how to tell her the bad news.
What? Alvin's what? Is not 103? Is something wrong with him? Please, Norma, just tell me now. I'm sure I can handle it.
Claire said/demanded in a nervous voice. Alvin's not in charge of the war anymore. And to be honest, I don't think he ever was. I finally admitted. Claire's...
Sorry, go on.
Claire's jaw dropped to the floor. She then asked...
But, not 103, if it's not Alvin, then who is in charge now?
His name is Malice Seville, not 103. I began to explain. One of the most evil and dangerous chipmunks to ever live. He's the one... Yeah. He's the one who's at fault for turning Alvin and his father evil, and now he wants to use Alvin as a special weapon to escalate the war between human and chipmunkkind. Finally! I'm firmly on Team Malice. Let's get this race war started.
Humans have had it too good for too long.
I want to be the first human to serve in the chipmunk army against humankind.
I want to be a species trader.
And then I will punish Chipmunks for Life 101 for abandoning the chipmunks in their hour of need to become a full-time furry.
The downside is that for the rest of your life after the war you have to use like small little chipmunk houses and and shells and stuff. Chipmunk clothes.
Utopian fall for the trader.
Claire looked at me horrified. He infected Alvin with a genetically modified virus to turn him into an obedient killing machine. I don't know what the next step in his plan is, but I'm sure it's something truly abhorrent, not 103. I ended my explanation.
We need to warn Tyler about this. I'm sure he will know what to do.
Claire said in a panicked voice. Well, do you know a way out of this prison? I said/asked. No, I'm just here for fun. No, of course not, you fucking idiot.
No, do you?
She asked back. We spent some time discussing on possible ways to escape the base, but we couldn't even think of anything remotely plausible. Eventually, we fell asleep, exhausted from all the hard thinking.
It's like they're playing the L theme, but it's like super high pitched. That's their hard thinking music.
Oh yes. I was thinking more of Jimmy Neutron Brain Blast, but you know.
They're overclocking their brains. That's why they couldn't stay conscious.
I woke up from something knocking on the metal bars of the cell door. I then heard a female chipmunk voice, but it didn't belong to Claire.
Wait, isn't Claire a human?
Yes.
Then why would she have a chipmunk voice?
No. You're thinking of a different character. You're thinking of Claire with an E, but this is Claire without an E.
Oh, silly me. I can't believe I forgot that.
I don't
I-
think anyone.
when-
I don't think anyone else is here anymore. I think it's just the three of us watching it. There's only
I
three
don't
people
I
now.
don't know what you're talking about. We have thousands of viewers right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. How silly of me.
We are a very popular channel that everyone loves, and
Hello, thousands.
to the millions and millions
Yeah,
Y'all-
DLDR followers.
Y'all gonna have the biggest case of FOMO ever.
we made fun of Chipmunks for Life 101 for leaving the Chipmunk fandom, and
And everyone left us.
yeah, we picked the wrong YouTube beef.
Yeah, I stand by what I said. Zootopia and Fulf betrayed us all.
Yeah, YouTube drama is God's punishment on us for being a shitty species.
Commentary YouTubers will be like, the Zootopian filth situation is crazy.
The West has fallen. Millions must done fursuits.
But to come back to the Claire question, so when I wrote this chapter, I literally didn't know that Claire was a canon character in the movies.
Oh yeah.
Because for some reason, when we read New Life, New Conflict, I kind of just assumed that Claire was some other like chipmunk OC. I mean, the scene with Alvin didn't really feel like he was talking to a human there when they were like, what when she was like, what about Dave, and he was like, no, he's a human. That didn't like sound like he was talking to a human, so I just kind of assumed Claire was supposed to be just another chipmunk OC. And yeah, also I think Claire wasn't Claire only in the first chipmunk movie.
Yeah, the Monkipedia says that she's Dave's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
This is kind of sad to see.
Yeah, the thing is, Claire is... I think the Steel Donut only covered 2 stories with Claire. Or maybe...
Yeah, I only found out she was a canon character when I edited that creepypasta sampler. And that was when I was writing this story. So then I kind of panicked and I was like, oh wait, that's a canon character and she's a human?
Wait a minute,
And,
hang on a second. Wait a second. If she's a human and he's a chipmunk, why the hell are there can't he just squeeze through the bars?
No,
that are
no.
clearly there.
Listen. Here's the thing. They probably put some chicken wire up. I remember when my mom used to grow vegetables in the backyard, sometimes chipmunks would try to climb through the chicken wire, and they would get stuck and died, and it became my chore to cut them out. So you just put some chicken wire in, that's over. They can't get through that.
Yeah.
Julius,
Well,
is
but
there
this is-
chicken wire, Julius? I'm asking the author directly.
Well, no, this is not. The thing is, this is what I eventually like. I needed like some solution, and what I eventually decided on was like doubling down and saying, well, the human from the movies was called Claire with an E at the end, and in like the fanfic she was like spelled without an E, so clearly that's a different character. So yeah, this is Claire without an E, different character. She's just some chipmunk who knows the civilist, I guess.
This one's a chipmunk. Oh, okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense. Also, unrelated note, Matt Pat's Final Theory is up on YouTube now, which...
Thanks for dating the live stream. Okay, this should be Rose.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Rose.
Okay. Hey, not 1, not 3. Wake up. Come on, please.
The voice said in a whispering tone.
Whispering tone.
I slowly tilted my head up and saw a cheapette standing behind the boss that looked an awful lot like Britney but was wearing a yellow dress.
Brittany never wears a yellow dress. It's like that color just clashes with her so hard.
This is just the canon. This is what Alvin Scott described Rose as in like his fanfic.net profile. He literally said she looks exactly like Britney, but her favorite color is yellow.
Hang on. Speaking of colors, reminds me of this one joke from like Penguins of Madagascar TV show. where it's like, you know what else is red? The red squirrel. Just like seeing a bunch of red, just seeing a bunch of red everywhere, and it's like, red, point to the book, red, the red squirrel.
Brittany?
Okay.
I asked, being all sleepy, and I noticed Claire next to me had just woken up as well.
Who?
The yellow-clad sheepette asked, confused.
Good old Clad.
Is this her line? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you would like just left it there as to be his. Never mind. Anyway, I need to get you two out of here so we can stop that evil bastard Malice from hurting my Alvin.
Whoa. Okay. So is he officially broken up with Brittany now? Is that what's happening here? Or are they going to be sister wifing it up?
Were they even together and turned bad? I don't remember.
Yeah,
I mean, they basically all hated him, so I kind of assumed that ship had sailed at that point.
I mean, fair point.
I remember Rose as being the love interest of Alvin in the
She was.
Yeah.
That's what I was working off here.
And
We don't even know who you are, let alone if we can trust you.
Claire said / rebutted, while still rubbing her eyes.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
The sheepette apologized.
My name is Rose Wilson.
Oh, so you are one of the Wilsons then? I responded angrily as I connected the dots in my head. The family whose Malice set up to manipulate Alvin.
God, I like that you're validating our pet theory.
Everyone with the last name Wilson is a part of the same evil family. I guess I mean Slade Wilson was a DC villain. I guess that makes sense.
And in some stories, Tyrene's was called Wilson, and on some others he was William.
I mean, I already found it weird that the Wilsons were called the Wilson when that's like Claire's actual canon Claire's last name.
Oh,
it's like the Chipmunk fandom can only use those two names, you're either a Seville or a Wilson.
The Wilson cinematic universe.
Listen,
Even when you're like a chipmunk supremacist family living on their own in the woods, you have to belong to one of those families.
So I'm not advocating theft here right now, but if you know a chipmunk fan, steal his debit card, put it into an ATM, and the pin will be 101. Because that's the only number they know.
Oh.
Someone's gonna hear us.
Rose whispered in a cautious voice.
Yes, it's true. My father was employed by Malice to manipulate Alvin, and he made me pretend to fall in love with him. It's just like Get Out. So that he would stay with us. But I was forced into it, and I even fell in love with Alvin for real.
Sure.
She confessed.
She betrayed herself. Who saw that twist coming?
And now I finally want to stand up for what is right. That's why I want you to help you to stop Malice's plan.
She then held up a pair of keys.
Stole these from one of my father's colleagues. Pretty nifty, huh?
And why should we
actually?
And why should we trust a traitor like you?
Claire hissed at her. As usual, normal Seville, was reduced to being the observer of events around himself. Rose lowered her head.
I'm sorry. You're probably right for mistrusting me. I don't think I would trust myself if I were you. Not one nor three.
She said in a sad tone.
But you're the only ones who can help me get things right. And, not 103, and, you know, I'm also kind of your only hope to escape, not 103.
I mean, if you want to say in this cell, I can help you out with that. Just weigh your options first.
It's either this or rot in jail, really.
It's either this or wait until you hear chipmunks all over the place. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
She showed a light smile saying the last part. She's got a point, you know, I said, looking at Claire, who was still looking reluctant.
Not 103. Fine.
She finally said. Rose showed a smile on her face as she then proceeded to open the door to our cell. So, Rose, do you have a plan on how to get out of here? I asked.
Well, no 103, kind of, not 103, I think.
She answered.
We'll figure out the details as we go.
Now that's just great. Not 103.
Claire
It's a genius plan. Your plan can't fail if you have no plan.
Claire said sardonically.
Sardonically?
Yeah, thank you, fanfiction, for vetting my connection. Chapter 8.
You see, the author, he was parroting the idea of, when the fanfic writer breaks out the thesaurus, looks for a really fancy word to throw in there to show how smart they are.
Well, maybe she's just a fan of Sardonicast.
Yeah, I've heard that this author is a really cool guy, and he can also beat up your dad. So. Chapter 8: The Escape.
All right, we got Claire POV.
Hooray!
Or Claire path.
Yep, the story's still going on. Sorry, go on.
We followed Rose through the dimly lit hallways, even though that I didn't really trust her, since she used to work for that evil Bastard Malice Seville. Good old Bastard. Had to put this in. But it's not like I really had a choice or anything.
It's not like I had a choice or anything, Baka.
Not like I like her or anything. After a few minutes, Rose led us to what looked like some sort of storage room, with a lot of clothes and weapons inside. She then searched through one of the dressing cabinets for a bit, and eventually she handed each of us a uniform, as well as a pair of sunglasses. Yeah, this is also the reason why I had to make sure that I addressed the being a human part, because this part would have made no sense if she was a human. Unless they already had a human trader.
It's like, hey there, Rose, why is there just a random chipmunk and human that look exactly like our prisoners?
He smiled.
Now that you two are perfectly disguised, getting out of here should be a piece of cake.
But what about Alvin? Shouldn't we try to save him too? I asked.
Fuck him.
He wouldn't even hold me.
Don't worry, I know the way to Malice's office room. Just follow me. Oh, and don't forget to keep a low profile.
We kept following Rose through the hallways. Thankfully, we didn't run into anyone. Most of the guards were probably still asleep. But
what's the point of having guards if they don't work in shifts? They just there's a few hours of the day where there's no one on patrol and you can just break in and break out.
You see, you gotta remember, these are the first prisoners they've ever had, so they're not in the guarding role just yet.
Yeah, it's like in the last chapter of Leo World, where Boomerang tells all the guards to go to sleep at the same time. Well, we implied that, but You won't need to keep your circadian rhythm in order.
But when we passed one of the doors, I could hear voices from the other side. I looked at Normal first, then at Rose, who gestured us to keep moving. Still, my curiosity got the better of me, and I stayed at the door for a moment, trying to gather what the voices on the other side were saying.
Okay, where is that? Oh, who wants the first one and who wants the second one? Oh, I'm good.
I
Number
think
one.
you were the first one.
Gotcha. Man, I can't wait for when we begin the first offensive tomorrow.
One of the voices said.
Yes, I just can't wait to see what the sweet chipmunk Alvin is capable of.
Perfect voice. Another voice answered.
And don't forget, it's blowing up the stupid Morris Dam and destroying all the buildings downstream. It will be so satisfying getting back at those damn humans. Damn. Do you like my pun, guy?
The first voice answered.
Hell yeah. Remember that will... hell yeah. That will be awesome. Just like in the good old times when we were bullies at the Animal High School. Remember that?
Oh, yes! Yes!
Thundor reference, I love it.
Yes! We pulled the underwear over the squirrel child's head and ruined his life! Good times! That was when we peaked!
Oh,
I just had to put a reference in here.
good old Thundor and Druce.
I love that dialogue from New World so much.
I love them.
Yeah, remember you were bullied? Getting bullied in high schools once, entire life ruined.
I love Bruce and Shubarar.
Remember when we were at the bullies and we got bullied? I quickly caught up to Alvin and Rose, still horrified at what I heard, but I didn't dare speaking to them, as to not alert any of the guards. We shortly arrived at a larger room that had a large desk and office chair in its middle. There was also the cage that contained Alvin. Even though Normal had told me about Alvin's condition, I was still horrified at the sight of his blank stare and twisted grin.
So, not 103, do you have the key, Rose?
Normal muttered under his breath.
I'm afraid not. No 103.
Answered Rose.
I knew I forgot something. Not 103. She had the key ring from one of the guards, but didn't have a key to his cage, I guess. I mean, I guess that's fair, but yeah.
I mean, why would you let any of the guards that were probably, I don't know, doing chipmunk drinking or whatever the hell before the big night? You don't know what the hell they do.
Don't question it. Great, I whispered in an annoyed voice. So what are we gonna do now?
As much as it hurts, we'll have to leave him behind, not 103.
Normal said / assessed, to which both me and Rose gasped.
Gasp.
No, wait.
Rose said in a panicking voice.
I'm sure I can find the keys and then, not 103.
No, Rose, not 103.
Normal responded / rebutted sternly.
Look, even if we get him out of there, the risk would just be too high. What if he goes berserk on the way back? And we don't have a cure for his condition either. Right now, our best chances are to get out of here and get help from Tyler. I know it's hard to accept, but that's just the way it is.
It do be like that.
Wait, I have an idea. I know how we can cure the X virus. We have to infect him with the Y virus. Because that's why it's so rare. It catches mostly in females, but you know they have two X's. The two X's protect the girls, you see, but not the men.
Yeah,
That's why you gotta get the Y virus
Of course.
for them.
Makes sense. As much as anything else in the story.
For a moment, I wanted to rebuke what he just said, but I realized that he was right, and that thought nearly brought tears to my eyes. I looked over at Rose, and she seemed to struggle as well, but then looked at Normal and nodded. Rose then took the lead again, and me and Normal followed her in dead silence. Eventually, she brought us to a hedge that had what looked like some sort of sensor right next to it.
The emergency exit, not 103.
She whispered, as she held her paw onto the sensor. The hatch then opened, and we were greeted by the cold air of the desert night.
Yeah, because you want a fingerprint sensor on an emergency exit, because in an emergency that thing will not fucking work.
They say it's an emergency exit, but they want them to either win or not win.
Look, when Malice built the space, he cared more about it looking cool and evil than, like, safety concerns.
Oh, it's Chipmunk Musk.
Yeah,
No, it's
basically.
Elon Monk.
Want to drive my Tesla?
I'm going to space. Let's colonize Mars.
We're gonna colonize Mars with chipmunks and humans and then have a race war on Mars.
That's gonna be the Squeakquel to this Squeakquel. Turned bad. War on Mars.
The SpaceX debacle.
Normal path. After escaping Malice's secret base, we took off to where we assumed Flamingo Heights was, even though none of us were really sure which direction that was. We were dead silent while we marched on, even when the base entrance was probably far behind us. After what seemed like an hour of straight marching, Claire suddenly spoke up out of nowhere.
Normal? Rose? not 103. I think I overheard something when we were leaving the base, not 103.
Someone
3,
called.
2,
3,
1.
1.
What?
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 When you don't have the sound bite, you just have to try to replicate it.
Yeah.
What? What? I think you gotta put your hands over your mouth to get the the reverb there, or bad mic quality.
What?
Oh hey, Incetta, glad to see you here.
Me and Rose asked, both at the same time.
It was about their first strike of their war tomorrow. They want to blow up the Morris Dam.
Me and Rose's jaws both dropped.
Which again is a real place in the LA area. I went on Google Maps again and was looking for dams.
Man, you put so much work into
was
the
too
authenticity of
dedicated.
this chipmunk fanfic.
It was opened in 1934.
Yeah, we have real locations like the Morris Dam, we have real events like the Chipmunk Human War.
And pretty soon we have the Chipmunks, the Summer Impact event. I forgot the full name.
Yeah, you know, I love this
Third
historical
Impact summer
fanfiction.
event.
Are you kidding me? I knew there was something bad going on, but I didn't think it would be this bad.
Rose yelled. She then started tearing up.
Why, not 103? Why are my parents helping this, not 103? This psychopath! I always thought that they were good chipmunks. I believed that they could do no wrong, and now they're involved in a terrorist attack.
I mean,
If
I
I
thought
wrote
the
this
first
later,
race
I
war
would've
was a good
wrote-
idea, but the second one...
It was a different time back there, honey.
If I wrote this at a later point, I would have written Piscopath instead of Psychopath.
She then burst into tears.
Wah!
Me and Claire
Yeah,
stood to her side as we tried to calm her down. Clam the flip down,
Clam down. I'm so sorry, Rose.
said Claire, who almost broke out in tears herself.
Maybe they were just deceived by Melis's rhetoric, but I'm sure that they could change for the better once they see what suffering Melis's plan has brought onto the world.
I wonder what his rhetoric time. Let's say hypothetically, we blew up the dam. Destroyed them with facts and logic.
Yeah, we smuggle Ben Seville on a plane, and while the plane is in the air, Ben Seville will destroy the left wing with facts and logic. So the plane will crash.
Oh no. Now we have Ben Seville to worry about. Great. Another OC.
Yeah, so here are my Chipmunks OCs. One is Ben Seville, an independent conservative thinking chipmunk, and his love-hate relationship, Stacy Seville, because they are all adopted by Dave anyway. And
I am a culturally monkish.
yeah, both hesitated.
You, not 103. You really think so, Claire?
Of course!
Claire answered.
I always believed in second chances. That's why I didn't give up on Alvin, even though of what he did to us. Because even though of what he did to us, he is still would be missed.
Rose showed one more small smile appearing on her face.
Here's my smile. I'm showing it to y'all.
After some more minutes of walking, we arrived at the road. Now what direction's LA in? I wondered to myself when we saw a pair of lights appearing in the distance.
A car!
Claire assessed enthusiastically.
That could be our chance out of here.
Yeah.
We decided to stack on top of each other and wave so the car would hopefully notice us, which fortunately it did.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'll continue, but I imagine by waving, I assume they mean like the bottom one leg is like moving back and forth, so the top one is, like, looks like it's waving.
Yeah.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing 2-man style.
Exactly.
The car came to a stop, but when the door opened, me and Claire were in for a surprise when once we saw who was driving. It was, not 103, to be continued. Oh hey, there's the extra period.
So that's where you put the extra the dot. You just put it down there.
Well, let's see who's driving.
Oh no, this is gonna be so confusing.
Chapter 9, the Return. Normal puff.
Again.
Okay.
Oh, someone needs to count down.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Claire Wilson asked me and Claire at the same time, surprised how we stumbled across one of our old friends coincidentally. Claire.
Yeah, I put this scene in here because I realized Claire with an E was a canon character, and then I wanted to double down on Claire without an E being a different character, so I put a scene with the actual Claire Wilson in here. Because why not?
So Claire Wilson is Dave's ex. Why else would she be here?
Yeah.
Asked me and Claire at the same time, surprised. Claire Wilson looked at the three of us as surprised as we were.
John, you're Claire Wilson.
Oh yeah, that's right. Claire, Brittany, and
She took a few seconds inspecting me, as if
Not
trying
one,
to...
not three, and a period.
Yeah. As if trying to remember who I was.
Your name was Norman, right? Of the North?
Yeah, no.
Wow, what a burn.
It just popped up,
Well,
right?
while she didn't quite get it right, I was still impressed. She even remembered that I existed. Okay, drop a glass of water in the chat for a normal civil. Not one, not three. Actually, not one, not three. It's normal, Miss Wilson. I corrected her.
Oh, I'm sorry, Normal. My memory isn't quite what it used to be.
She chuckled.
Oh no, poor thing's got dementia. And my name isn't Brittany either.
Rose weighed in.
It's Rose. Rose Wilson.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. Gosh, Wally. God damn it. You knew
got
I was
you.
gonna pick this. You knew.
He got you.
God damn it, no. Well, I know. Well, I know Claire's voice for the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
I'm also mistaken you for someone else. Oh, Jesus.
Claire answered, embarrassed.
And what a funny coincidence that my last name is also Wilson.
Yes, you two are sharing last names just like me and Claire almost share first names. Now that's a coincidence, right?
Claire added, and we all had a small laugh.
One small laugh.
It's like the ending of a sitcom laugh.
Yeah.
The credits roll everywhere you go.
Whatever
Roll
happened to
credits.
predictability?
But anyways, what are you three doing out here on the desert all by yourself?
Human chipmunks declare war on humans. Seinfeld
gosh,
pre-theme
oh,
starts
oh,
playing.
Oh, Jesus.
Asks Claire with a concerned look on her face. That's a long story, but now it's important that we get back to the Seville house as soon as possible. We can tell you what happened on the way there, I said/asked with some urgency in my voice.
Gosh, good thing I was already on my way there to return Dave's things from my apartment.
Oh, wow.
I mean, maybe they're on good terms. You don't know.
Yeah, we realize with the hectics of this, we aren't clicking in life right now.
Oh, I was thinking I've got to go to Dave's house. He took my dignity and I will take it back.
Someone call him, someone call him, B. Everyone, hop on in.
Alright, Rose POV.
As we'd been driving through the desert, Normal had explained everything to Claire, who grew more and more concerned by the second.
Oh, and they really want to blow up the Morris Dam? That is horrible news. Oh, Jesus.
She said in a shacking voice.
A shacking voice? Oh, no.
That's what happened when you went shacking up with Dave. Should have had enough dignity to get a ring put on your finger first.
Checking up with Alvin in the tent.
That's why we need to tell Tyler as soon as we possibly can.
Normal said/responded.
So, who exactly is this Twyla guy you've been
No,
talking
this is
about
Rose. This is Rose.
Oh, shit, sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, who exactly is this Tyler guy you've been talking about the whole time? I asked, as the question had been bugging me for quite some time. Shouldn't we just inform the police instead?
It's a Saturday evening and I'm reading this fucking line wherever I went with my life. I mean, well, to answer your first question, Tyler is a human-sized chipmunk that works for the CIA.
Human-sized? Like, is he like 5 foot, 6 foot tall?
Well, to explain why I said he's human-sized, if we remember back in when we read New Life, New Conflict, there was that whole ordeal where Alvin was trapped with Tyler on that tropical island, and they were alluding to like the way it was written implied that heavily implied that Tyler was human, or at least human-sized. Like, there were lines like, "Oh, you have to wave to the helicopter because we're chipmunks and he won't see us."
Oh yeah.
And we had this huge moment where we were like, "Wait, Tyler was a human the whole time," but then the thing was, and sadly, I don't think we actually commented on this, but like at the very end when we were reading the author profile, he literally said Tyler is a chipmunk that somehow works for the CIA.
Yeah, he is 2'11", so he
somehow
can fire
didn't
the guns.
comment on it, but I noticed when I edited it, and I was like, wait, so in one scene he's described as being like human-sized, but he's also supposed to be a chipmunk. So the only logical conclusion was that Tyler is a human-sized chipmunk.
Yeah. Most of the cast of this
also works for the CIA, I guess.
Yeah, most of the cast of this fan fiction are the movie chipmunks, but Tyler is a TV show chipmunk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess, yeah.
Man, the canon is colliding. It's getting a little fuzzy.
Yeah. Welcome to. We're gonna enter the chipmunk verse.
Oh god.
On the roids.
Wait, where do we leave off?
For the CIA.
Normal answered. Human-sized, I asked, confused. Oh, we already explained it.
Yeah. Well, that was the out-universe explanation.
Yeah, but that's a story I'd rather not get into now, because the DLDR guys just got into it. Not 1 or 3. Anyway, Tyler is the one who stopped Alvin from taking over all the electronics back when he was an evil mastermind, so if anyone can stop that twisted version of Alvin, it's him. Hope that answers your second question as well.
Normal said / explain. So they're just not going to call the police, okay.
I mean, why call the police when you have a human-sized chipmunk working for the CIA?
Of course, yeah. I mean, unless he's compromised. But we'll see. I see, now 1, not 3. I said as my mind drifted back to the horrifying image of Alvin with his twisted smile in the cage. Would we be able to save him? Or was there really no cure for the X-virus? And even if we got him back, would he ever be able to forgive me? I kept thinking about Alvin. I slowly felt my body drifting into sleep.
Okay, get ready for some real cringe.
I saw Alvin standing in the distance, looking into the opposite direction from where I stood. I ran toward him. Alvin! I shouted. He turned toward me like a normal chipmunk again, but his expression was cold and unsympathetic. I felt my heart sink as suddenly, for some reason, the song Why Bother by Weezer started playing in the background.
I mean...
Hey guys, welcome to my song number.
Someone else want to
the
sing
last
this?
story is that random song number, so this had to have song numbers as well.
I don't know the song, unfortunately.
Do I have to sing the song now?
It's
I
yours.
guess
You can just say the lines. I mean, it's fine.
I guess I can try singing it.
Hello there,
I've
guardian
not
angel of
a
my
god
nightmare.
before. What's the harm in knowing one more? Maybe we could even get together. Maybe you could break my heart next summer. Okay, this is Alvin. Go away, Rose, or should I say, Yellow Brittany?
Alvin said with disdain in his voice.
Scandalous.
I don't want anything to do with a traitor like you.
Alvin, please, I can explain, not one, not three. It's not how you think it is. I was forced into lying to you, but I did fall in love with you, for real. I tried to explain while tearing up.
I fell for you when you played Bad Day on my piano.
Yeah.
I fell for you when you played, you had a bad day. Why bother? It's gonna hurt me. It's gonna kill when you desert me. This happened to me twice before. It won't happen to me anymore. Why should I believe you?
He asked coldly.
You have been deceiving me from the beginning. How do I know you're being honest now? And besides, you gave me into the sicko Malice's hands.
I didn't even know how to answer him, as more and more tears started flowing into my eyes, making my vision go all blurry.
It's a crying shame I'm all alone. Not with you, nor her, nor anyone. Won't you knock off my head?
Wait, that's not how the song goes, I thought to myself. And what does Weezer even have to do with any of this? Man, imagine having this dramatic moment and then, yeah, Weezer just happens to be there.
And you go like, but it's Weezer.
Hey, I dedicate this number to Jimmy's mom. Hey, they chose the band name, not me.
I suddenly snapped out of my dream as the car hit a bump in the road.
Good morning, sleepyhead.
Claire said.
We're almost there now. Look.
As I saw out the window, I saw the sun rise behind the LA skyline. It was a breathtaking sight. No matter if you forgive me, Alvin, I thought to myself, I'm still gonna save you, not only because I love you, but also because it's just the right thing to do. Aw, fantastic.
Alright, number office note. Hey guys, what a chapter, am I right?
Sunrise in the west.
Anyways, do you think Alvin should forgive Rose for what she did? And should they
Yes.
both still end up as a couple? Please tell me in the comments so I can totally ignore them and do what I want anyway. Anyways, hope you enjoyed my story so far, and please don't forget to like and review, except if you don't have anything positive to say. I like the minx out. So I said I like the minx out. Ooh.
Okay, take a deep breath. This is about to get hard. Wait a minute, is Normal Seville just the main character now? Is that what's happening here? Because I'm all for it.
I mean, he has been for a while now.
I love it.
He basically has been since Too Dang Normal.
Yeah, Chapter 10, Juice. Normal path. It was now early in the morning and we had almost reached the Seville house. I was wondering what I would say to them and if they would even recognize me as one of their own. Come to think of it, how did Claire recognize me when I met her in Melissa's base?
Uh-oh.
Okay, get ready for... You'll see.
Not one, not three. Claire? There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Not one, not three. I asked Celeste inquired.
You can ask me anything, Normal. So what is it?
Claire said / responded. Why did you recognize me when I was captured at the underground base? Normally, no one pays any attention to me, let alone talk to me. Not one, not three. And I don't even think we ever talked to each other at the Seville's house. She showed a light smirk.
One light smirk. That's because you got out of the shadows, Normal.
Wait, what do you mean by that? I asked, confused.
It's actually really simple. You always hid in the background before. That's why no one noticed you. It's like you tried to keep out of people's view on purpose.
She did a brief dramatic pause.
But then you decided to take matters into your own hands. And as a consequence, people can no longer ignore you. It all depends on the path you decide to take. No one's born as a hero, Normal, but if you do enough heroic deeds in your life, you naturally end up becoming one.
That makes negative sense. That sounds like the longest fortune cookie fortune I've ever seen.
So let me explain why this is even here. Unfortunately, this is inspired by something that we didn't end up releasing. Because this was very heavily inspired by Sylvain's Guardian Angel. The Alive Angel. Because Silver and Blaze had these fortune cookie discussions all the time, and this is what I was alluding you, especially with the you need to do enough heroic deeds in your life. That's a reference to that.
Yeah.
We gotta stream that one of these days, but not anytime soon.
I mean, we mentioned it in passing kind of a few times lately.
Yeah.
So like for you viewers in like 3 months, when the lately recorded stuff gets released. Claire explained. That kind of reminds me of what Melis was saying. He was so fed up with being ignored that he became a monster, just so that everyone would finally notice him, I said gloomily.
Well, kinda. Except that Malice decided to become a villain, while you chose to become a hero.
Maybe that's the reason why I came out of the shadows. Maybe Malice turning into a villain set the universe into an imbalance, and to return it to a balanced state, I had to become the hero stopping him. I tried to reason, and failing badly.
Possible.
Claire said with a light smirk.
This is the other Claire.
Sorry, yeah. I got confused for a second. As interesting as this conversation is, I'm afraid I have to interrupt you two. We have reached the Seville's house.
Claire weighed in, and she was right. We got out of the car and Claire rang the doorbell. When the door opened, we were greeted by a slightly confused Dave.
Still in the car, mind you.
Claire, what brings you here so early in the morning?
He asked sleepily. Is it time for my reward, Claire?
Oh no.
Well, darling. Originally, I just wanted to pay all of you a quick visit, but then I stumbled upon these three.
She said/answered while gesturing towards me, Claire, and Rose. Dave's expression grew even more surprised.
Claire? Normal? I can't believe my eyes! Where have you two been? We were so worried about you.
I can't believe my eyes. 1 million fireflies. I can't believe. Ignore that. Sorry.
I like to make myself believe. I'm gonna stop.
I couldn't believe what I heard. Did he really just say that they were worried about me?
And also bullshit, they weren't worried about Claire. They didn't even mention that she wasn't there. See, Normal? Your actions have already brought you back into their consciousness.
Claire whispered to me.
And who are you?
Dave asked Rose.
Oh, my name is Rose. I'm Normal 03, friend of Normal and Claire.
She answered Dave's question. She then looked at me and Claire as if she said something wrong, but we just nodded assuringly.
Hang on, where am I again?
It's Dave's line.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Adam?
Oh. Well, Rose, I'm pleased to meet you. A friend of Claire and Normal is also a friend of mine.
Dave said / responded.
Now come to the backyard. We're frying up weenies and we're gonna have a girl walk across a bunch of hot coals.
I love it.
I don't know if that was the intention. You said a friend of Claire is a friend of mine. That's something that Dave Eggleston said in Night Watcher. So I don't know if that was intentional or
No, I
not.
did. I actually didn't watch Night Watcher that far. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a coincidence.
I just thought it was funny just because I know that I figured it was a long shot, but just because it was a guy named Dave saying it.
Yeah, that's kind of a funny coincidence.
Julius, I hope you're watching the stream right now, because so you can see what I'm doing in Discord.
Oh wait, I need to open it up again.
What are you doing? Should I be scared?
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh, no, please.
Wait, where?
It's already gone. I hovered my mouse over the button to ban Julius from our server.
Oh no!
Alright.
I really hate to kill the mood right now, but I think we should save the introduction for later. Right now there's something really urgent we all have to discuss. I said, getting a bit impatient. Dave looked at me with a surprised expression.
Well, I'll get everyone downstairs then.
He said.
Rose Pop.
POV.
Everyone had gathered around Normal in the living room, who explained everything that had happened yesterday and how dire the situation was. As Normal went on, I couldn't help but look over to Tyler, who I was a tiny bit afraid of, with him being that big a chipmunk.
Also, it was weird. It was like his suit was covering up his legs. So I could only see the bottom of his shoes.
And that is why we need to come up with a plan to stop Miles as soon as we possibly can.
Normal was finishing up.
Oh, I don't think we assigned Tyler anyone.
Oh fuck, Tyler is still with Joaquin here.
Yeah, should I
I've had it,
voice
man.
Tyler? I can do a nasal voice.
I've had it.
I'm calling my friends from the Special Forces immediately.
I love it.
Tyler said / announced.
They will secure the dam to the best of their ability.
This is Robert Scott.
I'm afraid that won't be enough. The chipmunk named Robert, who I had learned was Alvin's dad, said in an ominous kind of voice.
What? But they're the best men America has to offer. If they can't deal with Malice and his goons, then no one can.
Tyler exclaimed, shocked. You underestimate the power of the X-Virus, my friend.
You underestimate
I designed
my
it.
power.
He has the high ground.
The X-Virus automatically puts you at a higher elevation than the rest of the population.
I designed it to make a host virtually invincible. No bullet can penetrate Alvin's body. In fact, you could even drop a whole ass satellite. A whole ass satellite
It was
on
all,
him, and he'd
it
be
was all-
virtually unscathed.
It was all planned. It wasn't. It wasn't retconned.
Is this me or this is
Yeah.
someone else? The Chipettes. That's if
Oh,
this
wait.
is Rose's POV. That's be
Oh,
somebody
did
else.
you
It's
say
Brittany.
Robert rebutted?
Oh, Robert rebutted. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is. I think this is. Yeah, this is Brittany. Seriously? Oh, are we stopping Alvin then?
The chiphead, that looked like me, except she wore pink instead of yellow clothes, yelled in a hysteric voice.
Actually, hang on. I actually have a great idea for a thing. It's like she's wearing the same outfit, but like the colors are inverted. So instead of like yellow highlights, it's pink highlights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. We're screwed now. Game over, man.
The chubby green-clad chipmunk sighed while he ate his stick of butter. Yeah, I know. I'm dropping some mean Theodore heresy right now.
Should we assign Simon to anyone?
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh
me.
wait, you were. Oh,
Yeah, you're Simon. Yeah.
So like that. So he's the lanky one. Oh. I
Yeah,
guess-
yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
This is Simon.
I typed in like blue, but I didn't count for the glasses to like so I could find my line there.
Yeah.
Why on earth would you even make a virus like that? Like, what were you thinking? Robert Scott, get it together.
Mr. Robert Scott,
Wait.
what the hell
Oh,
are
no.
you doing?
Oh no! It's an AVGN reference. Crap! I gotta get it. I gotta
Yeah,
redo my-
it is.
Right.
It is.
Why on earth would you make a virus like that? Like, what were you thinking? Come on, Robert Scott, get it together.
The lanky chipmunk with the glasses asked angrily. Everyone then started talking over each other while I sank into myself. What? Thinking about how we wouldn't be able to save Alvin, or the world for that matter, from certain doom. Silence now, you fools! Robert yelled as everyone went silent for a moment. Great. Now, let me think for a second. What on earth was it? Was it? No, that's not it. Not one, not three. We all looked at each other, confused.
Robert, what are you going on about?
Tyler asked. I said silence! Robert responded in an angry voice. There was something about the virus. Some sort of, not one, not three, kink. Not one, not three.
Before.
We got Alex now.
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Wait, aren't you Alex?
No, I'm not Alex. I thought it was.
I don't think anyone's assigned to Alex.
Wait, who was Alex?
No, nobody.
Really? I thought John took Alex.
Oh wait, yeah.
Wait,
that is me.
you did take Alex.
Okay, gotcha. I'll do. What? What? How is BDSM gonna help us with this?
The chipmunk who looked exactly like Alvin asked.
I got confused. Sorry, my bad.
Not that kind of kink, you imbecile! It was some kind of defect that I didn't get around to fix before the bastard stole the virus from me. But what was it?
Man, I'm starving.
There it is. The chipmunk in green said out of nowhere.
Dave, do we still have some oranges laying around? I finished my butter.
Eureka! That's it! Robert yelled enthusiastically. It was orange juice! Now we all stared at him,
Bro.
even more confused than before.
Julius, look at me. Look at my icon. Look at my icon. That is me. That is me staring a hole into your soul.
No, there's kind of a. Well, actually, I gotta be honest. I really struggled writing the ending for this and like coming up with all the logistics. And like, I guess my logic with the orange juice being the cure was remember in.
Let them read first. That one.
Okay.
What do you mean? Orange juice?
Normal asked. Oh, I'm sorry, ahem. There were some problems with the virus that I hadn't ironed out yet. before the test tube had gone taken away from me. Mostly minor stuff, but he did a dramatic pause. There was also a major takeback. It was the virus was being exponentially weak to orange juice. The test subjects would even immediately lose all the virus's effects permanently. If they drank even a few drops of the stuff. Robert explained.
Sorry, Julius, to interrupt. Could you repeat what you were saying?
So this is kind of a joke because remember in Can't Be Fixed there was when there was that list of the doctor's tools that were left on the table in the hospital, and among them were cookies and orange juice. We joked about orange juice and cookies being like essential tools to during an operation.
Ah, yes, because it's the letter C that's the cure. Cookies and orange juice. Why orange juice? Orange juice has vitamin C.
Yeah, vitamin C is good for you.
The C stands for cocaine.
And please don't. Also, please don't ask why Alvin, during the time he incubated the virus, never drank orange juice. He just doesn't like oranges, okay? Really hates them. Everyone knows that.
So this is whoever's... Oh, you mean there's actually a chance of curing Alvin after all? I said enthusiastically. Well, I didn't know if this Malus guy did any further alterations to the virus, but I'd say it's our best chance. Do we have any orange juice available? Robert asked Dave. This is me talking to myself right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
There should be a half-empty bottle in the fridge, he replied.
It might be expired, but I don't know.
That doesn't matter.
Great, fill it with some kind of baby bottle. If you own anything like that, the juice only does its job when it's ingested orally. I would assume so. You're gonna like insert it anally into it.
I mean, it could also work if you just threw it onto him.
Maybe if you put frozen orange juice in, that could work as a suppository.
Or you could apply it to the forehead directly.
Directly to the forehead. Orange juice applied directly to the forehead.
So you need to apply the orange juice frozen thing directly to the forehead, head on, you might say.
Yes. Robert got some confused looks. That means through the mouth. Someone needs to take him to drink it somehow. Anyone here up to the task? He looked through the crowd.
A crowd of like, what? 5 chipmunks and 2 humans?
I mean, there's so many chipmunks we keep losing track of who they are, so...
Yeah.
How does one feed a crazy berserker chipmunk with super strength? That sounds like it would be hella dangerous.
Blue-clad chipmunk said / asked. I'll do it, I said confidently. Anyone else interested? Wow. Burn!
Does anyone else?
Please.
Want to know where to find him? Anyone at all? Me.
Robert asked. No one answered. Well, Rose, are you sure you're up for this? I am, I answered plainly. After all, I'm partly responsible for this mess. Well then, I hope you know what you're getting into. This is going to be very, very dangerous. This is normal.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Robert. She won't have to do it alone. I'm going to help her, and if something happens to her, I can try to finish the task in her place.
3 chipmunks? Why not?
Normal
4?
said, while looking at me with a determined look.
Great now, that's all settled. Let's get this thing moving. After all, we have to be at the damn dam before Metis gets there first.
Tyler egged us on, and everyone agreed.
Get out of the game with those white vans.
Damn.
Gotta find that dam. Alright, Chapter 11, Mutiny.
Normal path. We were driving towards Morris Dam as fast as possible after Tyler had contacted his friends from the new Special Anti-Terrorism Forces, who he was now communicating with via his radio.
Oh, we got, I guess, some Special Forces guy. Did we assign that guy?
I don't think so.
Anyone want to take that guy?
I'm good.
How about? I mean,
I guess
How
I
many
can
lines
take
does
him
he
if
have?
no one
You
else
take him?
wants him.
you can take
He
him,
only
yeah.
has like 2 lines.
And you're sure something is about to go down, Tyler? Because we don't see anything suspicious yet. Over.
One of his special forces asked.
I know that something bad is about to happen, so just hold out till we arrive in a few. Over.
Tyler said / answered in an urgent voice.
Roger that. Not 103. Not 103.
The special forces started to answer when he was seemingly cut off by something.
My God, what is this?
He suddenly shouted in a panicked voice. We then heard a scream and then just static. Looks like we're too late, not 103, Theodore said grimly.
We're not going to give up that easily.
Tyler responded as he kept driving up the valley. A few minutes later we arrived at the dam with neither any special forces or Malice's troops to be seen.
That is weird.
Tyler commented as he drove the car onto the dam. We got out of the car and started looking around but found no trace of anyone.
Where is everyone?
Tyler was mumbling to himself when suddenly there was a yelling from the bushes.
This is just someone from Alice's Goons.
Don, take that. You were a goon of Malice.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Stop moving and put your hands up where we can see them, capiche?
It's the little touches. Like I gotta put the little touches in.
As we all put our hands up, Malice's goons started coming out from the bushes around us, wearing sunglasses and holding black rifles in their paws.
They were also all 211, so they could hold the guns.
Yeah, turns out Malice is broken reality and is like recruiting those chipmunks specifically as well.
Well. Look who decided to show up again. Not 103.
Malice emerged from between his goons. Following behind him was the evil X-version of Elvin. Even though I'd already seen him inside of a cage, having him walk in front of me made him look even more twisted and terrifying. Yeah, twisted Elvin.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The civils, who hadn't witnessed that form of Elvin yet, looked even more horrified.
I'm sorry. Did you expect your armed human friends? Well, sorry to tell you, but those cowards already fled the scene. They didn't stand a chance against the new modified Elvin.
Malice taunted us in a sadistic kind of voice.
Did you just call the new anti-terror force cowards?
The ones for this job specifically.
Tyler responded angrily. Malice smirked evilly.
No, I'm wrong. I'm calling them furless, whimpering, not 1, not 3, cowards!
He laughed.
That's a reference, by the way, to that shitty Leo the Lion dub. I don't know why I put this in here, but there's a line where Neo goes, "Are you calling this man a coward?" And the other guy goes,
No, I'm wrong. I call him a blind, whimpering coward.
So that's
Yeah,
what I was referencing here.
This story is 90% deep cuts, and I love it. But enough of that. You guys are just in time to witness the first strike of the new chipmunk forces against humanity. There is nothing you can do to stop it.
This is the role of a lifetime.
Yeah. Also, so John, the other stream you mentioned that this was kind of a grunt. I was saying it. There was definitely some grunt inspiration. I kind of feel like, what if Malice was grunt mixed with pops from regular show, and he's got like a vibrator in his ass that's always kind of going.
Ooh, good show, Charlie. Good show.
Pretty much, yeah.
I love it so much.
You're a monster.
Rose yelled at Malice with disgust in her voice.
You're too kind. Oh, don't worry, sweetheart. You'll get your proper punishment once this is over. Trust me. Isn't that right, John?
Or should I say, John? Oh man.
Or should I say,
You said you wouldn't never tell anyone.
Or
I guess this is the life I live now.
Or should I say
Tamale! Malice responded amused. John was looking at Rose, but it was unclear whether his expression was angry, disappointed, or sad.
Well, now that that's all settled, let's begin installing the explosives so we can get this over with. Would you be so kind to take the lead, John, you normie? Or should I say, number one?
Malice ordered John.
No, I don't appreciate you calling me a Norman, sir. Also know that.
It's too late, Malice. I have depicted you as the toy jack and me as the Chat who just says no. John answered, to everyone's surprise, especially Malice, who looked like he was completely taken off guard.
I'm sorry, I think I just misheard you. Not one, not three.
Malice began in a irritated voice, but was cut off by John.
irritating.
It's fine. You have to. It's a new universe, different universe, different pronunciation. It's pronounced high irritating when it's a Sonic fic.
I guess, yeah.
You heard me right. I said no. I'm not taking any more orders from you. This whole operation got the rails a long time ago, and I'm not taking part in it anymore. And quite honestly, I think you don't like my spinach puffs.
I never liked your spinach puffs.
Remember, the wicked shall receive their just reward.
Malice's expression quickly went from irritated to angry.
Now, is that so? And I thought I could count on you, John, you fucking normie. But I guess that's what I get for being your friend when no one else was. Not one, not three.
Oh, as if you ever really cared about me, you friend.
John responded even more angry.
You were only using me like you using Alvin now and Thing and the other thing and the bombs. somehow I managed to stop it just before it hit Bill Cosby.
Yes, please do.
He then looked towards the other goons, then back towards Malice.
John, this is you.
Oh, sorry, again, where is it? You never cared about advancing the chipmunk species either. This was always a boy for your own goals. In reality, you don't believe anything. You don't believe in anything, you freak. Except your desire to harm others.
I could hear the other troops whispering amongst themselves in disbelief. Malice looked at John pejoratively.
This is supposed to be a mutiny. I think you forgot who is holding all of the cards in this. Think of your daughter, John. You wouldn't want anything bad happening to her, right?
You don't want things to turn bad for her, right? You don't want things for her to turn bad, new life, new conflict for her, right?
I hope you don't want things to turn bad, the lost Squeakquel for her, John.
John looked down in defeat.
Oh, there goes all my fighting spirit. Oh, Jesus. Oh gosh.
That's what I thought. Not 1, not 3.
Malice said triumphantly.
On and now get to work so we're done before not 1, not 3.
He got cut off by a high-pitched voice.
Don't you lay a hand on my friends, you son of a bird!
Your dad was a stray.
Who the flip was that?
Malice asked in confusion.
We're here, dumbass!
Everyone now looked over to the dam's entrance where the voice had come from. There, to everyone's surprise, stood a white mouse in a bulletproof vest holding one mouse-sized MP5 in each paw.
Yeah, I told her she
Whoa.
would become relevant again.
It's a now guys,
There
remember.
she is.
Now listen, guys, remember. It's a bulletproof vest, not a bullets-proof vest. You can take one bullet, but after that,
Take one bullet.
Cleo? I asked in disbelief.
Leo.
No, this is you, Adam.
Oh,
This is
wait.
Adam saying this.
I thought that was Cleo saying that. That has to be the most pathetic Deus Ex Machina rescue attempt I've ever seen.
Malice said / commented, trying to hold back laughter.
don't
But-
forget to comment on this stream.
But what a great opportunity to show off my new toy. Alvin! He's that Stuart Little wannabe!
Alvin did as told and leapt towards Cleo, who immediately opened fire, of course, to no avail. "No, Cleo, run!" I screamed in panic. I couldn't believe my long-year friend would have to meet such a gruesome fate. But then something completely unexpected happened. Theodore suddenly leapt after Alvin, tackling him before he could reach Cleo. A fight ensued between the two, while everyone stared in disbelief at the scene.
Wow, propelled by the momentum of his own fat. I love that. I heard that joke from a YouTube video way back when, and I'm going to use it every chance I get.
What? How is this tub of lard keeping up with my genetically engineered super chipmunk?
Because he ate Johnson's and Williams butter. DLDR, proudly sponsored by Johnson's and Williams butter.
Oh, it has. Oh, it's been a really long year. That is a very fair point.
Give us money, Johnsons and Williams. I need it.
Mellis yelled in a shaking voice.
Looks like Theodore is imitating Alvin's behavior again. Not one, not three. What is he thinking?
Simon assessed.
Yeah, see, I brought that back too. Oh, who was Alex? I think you were Alex, John.
Here we go. Another classic fanfic moment. The same person switching between characters. It's a classic DLDR thing. And it looks like he has Alvin's powers too.
Alex added.
Mouse has been lying to us. His secret weapon is not unstoppable after all.
John yelled towards the other goons.
Oh, you idiots! Just wait until... Not one, not three.
Mellis tried to keep them in line, but when Alvin got thrown back by Theodore, landing right before Mellis's feet / hind paws, chaos finally broke out between his troops as a group of mutineers led by John Wilson started fighting the more loyal ones of Mellis's troops, while everyone else ran / fled for cover.
I mean, to be fair, these two ones they are correct, you know. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I quickly leapt behind Tyler's cars, where I met up with Cleo and Rose. Cleo, what has gotten into you? You could have gotten yourself killed, I asked, a bit angry, but also in awe of her braveness.
I told you I didn't want you to get hurt, Norma.
She answered with a light smirk.
And it did work out in the end, didn't it?
And how did you get mouse-sized MP5s and a bulletproof vest? I
Yeah,
thought
I
you
know
were
you had
just
Very carefully.
I thought you had to be 2'11" in order to use the guns. I guess apparently they were tiny guns after all.
She made them. She made them herself. Clearly. What else was she doing?
It's a gun! I welded it!
Can we save this for later? Right now, we need to find out how to give Alvin the orange juice.
Rose weighed in. Before I could answer, we saw Alvin sprinting past us, off the dam and up the mountainside. Following right behind him was Theodore, who, as he saw Alvin fleeing, stopped and roared in victory. You see, because Alvin was charging Cleo, Theodore had to protect her because as a male it is his duty to protect the female.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Good times.
Oh, go on.
Yeah. Then he collapsed onto the ground. We quickly ran to his side. Theo, are you okay? I asked concerned. What? Normal. What happened? Are we at the dam yet? Theodore asked sleepily, and we all sighed in relief.
I think the brain chip shenanigans are happening again. That's what happened.
Cleo.
Like,
What? Friendship? I think it was an injection, if I remember correctly.
Or whatever the thing was. Essentially,
Yeah, they did something that, yeah.
The point is this: Theodore, the whatever it was that was controlling him malfunctioned, and now he was imitating Alvin's rage. I guess if that makes sense.
I mean, it made him do like what Alvin was doing at certain points. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I guess in this case, it also gave him the strength. Don't question it.
It made him think his strength. I think made him think he had strength, or whatever.
Yeah, maybe just canonically he's that strong, and he just needed the confidence.
Why do you think he's eating all the time? He's carbo loading.
He needed a courage boost, if you will.
Good
Oh
times.
god. Oh god.
Good times, good times.
Cleo, I want you to bring Theodore to safety and try to look out for the others too. Me and Rose need to go after Alvin so we can finally bring him back to being normal, understood? I ordered Cleo, who nodded. Great, now let's go after Alvin and finally put a stop to this madness, I said towards Rose, and she replied, Madness? This is Sparta. and she nodded. Because
This
every
is
fanfic
Monkey, yeah.
needs to do this at one point.
We're getting to the end. We're getting so close.
Oh yeah, it's finale time.
It's finally time for the finale, that is.
Saved.
And I
Twice.
hope
Again.
I hope you appreciate the reference, because then in like the chapter navigation it just says save twice again. Because that's how like the last chapter of like that's how it was with the last chapter of New Life, New Conflict.
Ah, I see.
Was called saved twice, but then in the chapter navigation it said saved twice.
Me and Rose quickly went up to the mountainside, and looking back at the dam, we could see that the mutinies were getting the upper hand in the fight. We tried following Alvin's tracks on the ground, which proved to be pretty hard in the rocky terrain. Even so, we eventually found him at the edge of a cliff, still shaking it up and breathing heavily. As we approached Alvin, he turned towards us and hissed. Great. Our best bet would have been to surprise him from behind, but that wasn't possible in the scenario. There he is, now what? I asked more to myself than to Rose. She shrugged.
It's weird how he's been reacting to our presence now.
I
When he
think
was...
this is normal actually,
Oh.
because it says I wondered. Yeah.
Oh, never mind then. Okay.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's weird how he's reacting to our presence now. When he was with Malice, he looked like he was in trance as long as he wasn't following specific orders, I wondered. He almost seems scared now.
Maybe it's because he couldn't handle being attacked by a being with equal power to his own, not one, not three.
Like Death Battle, Omni-Man versus Homelander. There we go, that's his name.
Rose responded. Maybe, but more importantly, how do we get him to drink the orange juice now? I asked.
You don't! He's coming with me!
We turned around, only to be greeted by an angry Malice.
Plan to blow up the dam may have been stopped by that backstabber Normie John, but it doesn't matter as long as I still have Alvin X. I'll just go underground for a while to assemble some new troops. Before I do that, though...
Seriously, Alvin X? Come on, that is normie crap right there.
Alvin X.
Just thinking something put an X at the end of it. That's the most normie naming in the convention on the planet.
Gotta go, monk.
He paused for a second, glaring at me and Rose.
I'm gonna get rid of you two! Do you really think anyone will want to join you after what you did?
Rose yelled.
You're nuts!
Malice
As a
smirked.
chipmunk, I take that as a positive thing.
I think that's a slur where we came from. We grew up. I don't know. I'm having a concussion right now.
Malice smirked evilly.
You're so naive, Rose. There's tons of chipmunks out there who are willing to die in the battle against humanity. But enough about that. Alvin, go and destroy these two worthless little worms.
But Alvin didn't do as his master told him. Instead, he just hissed at him.
Me? I said, destroy them!
Malice repeated in an angry voice, but Alvin still didn't move.
See, that's what you get for toying with a creature of greater power.
Rose said / assessed.
If only,
Alvin!
Sorry, you finish everything first.
Alvin's no longer obeying you because of how you treated him.
Yeah. Anyways, I was going to say like, his plan would have worked if he only knew to scream Alvin.
Yeah.
That's his make him do anything button.
Nurse is foiled again.
She then went to Alvin and kneeled beside him, as she took out the baby bottle with the orange juice. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, but to my surprise, Alvin stayed completely calm. Meanwhile, Malice was fuming with anger.
Well, if Alvin doesn't want to listen to my command anymore, I will have to do this the old-fashioned way.
He yelled as he slid a gun out of his coat and pointed it towards us. This led Alvin to do something remarkable. For the first time since the X-virus took full effect on his body, he spoke. Well, if you could call it speaking. It sounded more like some kind of roar, but even still I was pretty sure I could make out the word.
No!
And with that he grabbed the befuddled Rose by the waist and threw himself off the edge of the cliff before Malice had any chance to stop him.
All right, everyone, let's do this. Alvin!
Alvin! V! Anne!
I was going for the Leroy Jenkins. To be fair, it is accurate.
I was going for taking 2 breaths while screaming Alvin.
I see.
Both me and Malice just stood there in complete silence until we heard a faint thump sound from Alvin and Rose's bodies hitting the ground below. It was Malice who opened his mouth first.
You broke my oven! Yeah! You broke my oven!
You broke my grill?
He then
I think they broke his Alvin.
He then pointed the gun at me.
I think I shattered my abacus.
Mr. Malice, I broke your Alvin. I'm really sorry.
Don't do it, Malice, I said, trying to stay calm. It's over. Shooting me isn't going to change anything about that. He glared at me, but then his expression became a bit more composed.
I guess you're right.
He said / responded, lowering the gun. I felt relieved.
That would be way too easy.
He yelled as he leapt at me, tackling me to the ground. He was now pinning me down, his face right in front of mine. I could really see the insanity sparkling in his eyes.
Let's kiss.
You're gonna die anyway.
You know, Normal, I have always hated you. You were always just such a goody two-shoes. And there's nothing I hate more than a goody two-shoes.
He whispered.
Reference, by the way, to what was it? The Thick Rams pack, where the one person didn't like what's her name, Katara.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was like, "Oh, she's a goody two shoes. I hate goody two shoes."
Except for the time when she posed as someone's local deity, the times she actively broke the law with Toph, you know.
Yeah, but she's not evil.
Why, Malice, not 1 or 3? Why are you like this? I said / asked under my breath.
So you really want to know the reason for my insanity? Trademark.
Okay, that was the title drop of a good fic. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. He showed his evil grin again.
Well, the part that I didn't tell you. Oh, wait. And that was not 1 or 3. How about I tell you in song? Hit it!
And before I could say anything, music started playing out of nowhere.
All right, I'm not singing this song. I'm just reading the lyrics. Fuck, I'm drunk, but I'm on my knees. The police stop chasing, I'm her and you cool meet. She pops the trunk and she removes me and a machine that takes pictures of us. And my jaw and my teeth hurt, I'm choking from gnawing on the ball.
That all sounds so sexual.
Fight the Siwa? I asked, confused. How do Deftones relate to any of this?
Well, normal. Maybe it's time to reveal my true form.
Oh no. It's like Persona 5, the final boss battle. You reach the end of the palace and they transform into whatever monsters in their heart.
And with that, Malice began transforming right before my eyes as he completely changed from his old chipmunk self into a white pony in a black robe with no eyes and one of its legs missing. My jaw dropped as I yelled out the immortal words, "What the flip?"
Immortal words, what the fuck?
No,
Try
this
to
is...
explain what I was getting at with this.
Yep.
This was kind of a layered, I guess kind of a layered joke. So, as we discussed, Malice is actually... So, back in when there was the... What was it called? The My Little Pony creepypasta pack thing?
Mm-hmm.
There was a My Little Pony creepypasta where like a white pony with one leg missing and whatever, like with that description showed up, and there was a joke about there was a "oh, it's our favorite character" joke there. So the joke is that in that fanfic, that was revealed to be what looked like. So this is the joke here. That's why he's transforming into that now.
Of course.
And that's why he sang that song, because the album that came from is called White Pony. And also because I really like Deftones and I just wanted to randomly insert the Deftones song in this.
100% fair.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, normal. I'm a little disappointed. I was supposed to turn into a plane. But now that you know my true form, it's time for you to say your goodbyes. 'Cause I'm going to put you out of that pathetic thing you call a life once and for all.
When we suddenly heard a voice from behind us.
Have anything to say about it?
Both
And
me
I
and
do.
Both me and Malice now looked back towards the bushes, where the voice had come from, where I saw Claire, Cleo, the civils, and the mutineers led by John.
Yeah, you better let go of our friend, you creep, or you're going to get it.
Cleo said / announced.
Oh, don't threaten me with a good time.
You see this leg? I lost it at Coachella.
Exactly am I going to? Get it?
Malice asked mockingly.
You twats stand no chance against a being as powerful as me!
Are you sure about that?
Tyler
Are you
asked.
sure about that? That's what I thought you were going for. To be fair.
I guess kind of.
Sure. I'm sure you twats. There is nothing that can... No, well, not 3.
Malice stopped as he noticed a shadow appearing where he stood. He then looked up, and what he saw was so unexpected to him that he loosened his grip on me, giving me the chance to escape and run towards the others, while Malice was still staring upwards, completely dumbfounded by the sight of a satellite that was coming right towards him.
Oh, I see what's happening here. In the words of George Lucas, it rhymes. Like, if you're a bad guy running a world conquering stuff, and you sing a song just before you're going to win, a satellite will crash into you to punish you for your arrogance.
As the satellite went straight into Malice's body, everyone got covered in the dust that was being whirled up from the impact. Once the dust had settled again, there was no trace of Malice to be seen, only the impact crater where he had just stood.
Man, Alvin could have tanked that easily. In fact, he did.
Well, he was under, like, the beginning influence of the X virus. Malice wasn't.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Whoa, nothing quite beats the Goddard satellite to the head.
Seinfeld theme starts playing. Tyler commented, while Cleo, Claire, and the remaining chipmunks, with the exception of Alvin and Rose, all went into a group hug around me, which almost made me pass out since I wasn't used to getting this much affection at once. A few hours later, we were approaching Tyler's cars after we had searched for Alvin and Rose all over the place, but with sad news that we did not find their bodies, which sent all of us crying, but especially Rose's parents.
3 hours later.
I'm sorry, John. I shouldn't have intervened. Not 1 or 3. I said / told to John Wilson, holding my head low.
I should have intervened.
Oh, I should have intervened.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
No, normal. It's not your fault at all.
John said / responded.
This is all but my fault. Not 1 and 3. If I weren't such a normie. And there, the end of that joke.
He paused for a few seconds, more tears forming in his eyes as he then continued.
Oh, it's gonna keep going. I've not 1 or 3. I've never been a good father, you know.
He took a deep breath.
When I first met Malice as a teenager, I was at the lowest point of my life. No friends, abused by a freak by everyone. You might say, by the normies. I guess I lied. Malice was the only one back then who seemed to understand. Of course, now I know that was all fake. And that he never really cared about me. But back then I was foolish enough to fall for his ideology. That is actually how cult of personality get you. They target the vulnerable and then make them have a purpose in there. So, you got that. That's good. But worse. When I married Jenny and we had our daughter Rose, I indoctrinated them too. 1 and 3. If only I could go back in time to change things. If I weren't such a normie freak.
He finally broke down sobbing.
I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. 2 boys even have feelings. Meanwhile, he's crying reading this.
Every night in my dreams.
I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic when the dumb-ass octopus broke the Titanic. Or hurled an iceberg at it or
God.
whatever. We all stood around
God, I
him.
still need to work on that highlights video. What have you been thinking about it?
We all stood around him not knowing what to say. Then suddenly we heard a faint voice from the distance.
This is Rose.
Oh, I didn't,
It's fine.
okay. Wait, guys, don't leave without us.
John looked up again.
R, not 1 of 3. Rose?
Please, R and R.
R.
He whispered in disbelief. Then we saw them coming up to the vehicle arm in arm. Alvin's eyes looked completely normal again, and both he and Rose had a few scratches. Other than that, they were mostly unscathed though.
Real respects real, I guess. Thank you. That was awesome. Rose! My dear brave Rose!
John exclaimed joyfully as he went up to her and gave her a long hug.
You're alive after all!
Alex asked in confusion.
Oh no, that's oh yeah. Dang it! My voices are morphing together again.
Yeah, I feel that sometimes.
Yeah, it can happen.
Ow!
Of course I'm alive, silly. Alvin still had his superpowers when we fell off the cliff. And since he was holding on to me, we both survived the fall.
She said
Hang on,
slash
hang on.
explained.
Finish up, but I want to go over the mechanics of this real quick.
Then I had to put the bottle into his mouth and squeeze, and, well, here we are. Thank goodness he has a mommy kink.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Now back to
I know, I just ruined that. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But here's my question: how did they fall exactly? Because like, it depends on if Rose would probably be dead if like it was just like if it was just, like straight and then impact and then fall to the ground because like the force would still go through her body, you know. But if it was, but if
Well,
it went through his
Alvin-
legs and,
Well, for one thing, they're chipmunks, so they're small. They don't weigh as much, so they don't have as much of a terminal velocity. And I guess Alvin cushioned the fall. I'm totally not talking out of my ass right now.
oh yeah, like frogs in the rainforest. So there are certain kinds of frogs like they literally like use their webbed feet to glide, and if they fall, no big deal.
Yeah.
They're like a pebble.
And Alvin took most of the impact. He's like he's like a pillow. He's really soft.
Yeah, you see, he absorbed some of Theodore's powers of, being fat, and it cushioned the fall, obviously.
Alvin.
Ah.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry for everything I made out of you go through. You especially, Alex.
Alvin said slash announced. Alex just shook his head.
Wow, I didn't know you had feelings like this. I had to. You don't need to be sorry, Alvin. You were manipulated by that nutcase Malice, after all. Ah, dang it. I was trying to go with like nutcase, chipmunk. Then again, technically it's not even a chipmunk, it's a pony. I guess I'm the one who should be sorry for telling you to kill yourself. Wait, no, wasn't that Brittany? That's
No, it was
No,
Alex.
no, it was Alex. It was Alex.
It was Alex.
They both hugged each other. You know, this is really sweet and all, but I'm literally starving right now. Can't we get something to eat first and maybe then keep apologizing to each other?
I literally
Theodore
almost
asked
died.
and everybody laughed.
That's our Theodore, always being hungry. Da 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 da.
Dave said jokingly.
Luckily, I know a great pizza place not too far away that's just opened up recently. It's called Baby's Pizza World, and I'm inviting all of you.
No.
It's so good it can't be fixed.
Right next to Adult's Pizza Place.
It's so good it's gonna destroy your life.
Also, thank you, Integ, for explaining this. If you ever jumped off a bridge in Prototype, having superpowers just makes you immune to fall damage.
Yeah.
Everyone went cheered and we all spent a great evening having the finest pizza the city had to offer. Later that evening.
Alright, Claire Path. Me and Normal were sitting at the pool of the Seville house, gazing at the stars when he turned his head towards me.
You know what, Claire?
Yeah?
I think that tomorrow I'll go back to writing my manuscript.
I looked at him, raising an eyebrow. Are you sure, Normal? Do you really want to go back into the shadows when people finally know you and see you as a hero? I asked.
You know, being a hero is great and all, but it's also really exhausting. I think I'd rather leave that job to Alvin and the others. I mean, it's called Alvin and the Chipmunks after all, not Normal and the Chipmunks.
But isn't it called Adam and the Chipmunks?
No, shush, don't say his name. It might draw him here.
I'm back!
I see, I responded, drifting into thoughts. After a while of just gazing at the stars some more, I said, You know what, Normal? Even when you're going back to the shadows, I am not going to forget you like the others.
Really?
Normal asked in disbelief. Pinky promise, even when everyone else will have forgotten of your existence, I'll still be your friend, no matter what.
Oh yeah, platonic friends, the best kind of friends.
Yeah.
You platonically or get an apartment together, platonically someone gets down on a knee, just friend stuff.
We're going
banging
to
out,
this-
you know.
We're going to the city of platonic friendships, wherever that is. We both looked at each other and I thought I noticed a tear in one of Normal's eyes.
Thank you, Claire. And I'm always going to be your friend, no matter what.
Then we both kept stargazing till we finally drifted off into sleep. The end.
And then somebody accidentally knocked him in the pool and they drowned because chipmunks can't get out of pools.
No.
Okay.
Alright,
Thankfully
we
it
got
did
an
not
epilogue.
Oh yeah, here we go. One more thing. Let's get to it.
I guess we don't have a defined POV, should I just do the narration for this one?
Yeah.
Okay, epilogue. Was floating for an endless void, wondering how it could have come to this.
Just isn't fair. Not one, not three.
He murmured to himself.
After all these years of planning, and then this goody two-shoes decides to leave the shadow for the first time in his goddamn life, and it it's not fair.
Shivered.
This place is even worse than being ignored. There's no one I can hurt in this god-forsaken place.
Suddenly, though, his surroundings changed from a dark void to a sunny field.
What?
Asked, in confusion, as a man suddenly appeared in front of him. The man was dressed in a white robe and had long brown hair and a beard.
Who are you?
Asked, the man smiled.
Well, you may call me JC.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, if you want to be like that, sure, why not?
Was that what you were going for there? Wait, Does
This
he
is
get
a
into...
reference. This is a reference to. This is actually a reference to what was it called? I Miss You So Much, Baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Was wait, was that, is that supposed to be Jesus? Does that mean he got into heaven? Is that like, does how?
Hard to say. It could also be a place between life and death. Actually, there's some additional context because I said in the last, as I said in the last stream, I wrote another like parody fic before this, and the concept in that was that Night Shadow, the villain from Fate, was stuck in the void, which is a concept from Fate, and then he met JC, and JC was like, yeah, we can either get your friends back, or but you will have to stay here forever, or I can bring you back to life, but all your friends will be permadead. Which is like, that's like the, I guess, wager that Alvin had to consider in I Miss You So Much, Baby. And in that story, Night Shadow said, yeah, bring me back to life. Uh, I wanna get revenge on everyone, and I don't care about my friends. And then, of course, it ends with him just dying again. And then he's stuck in the void again, but like, yeah, this is kind of a throwback to that. This is like, I guess the implication is he's in the void. And now he could be getting a second chance like that, or maybe not. Who even knows?
Give him a few more years and a few more choice fics. We'll have the ultimate crossover. It'll
Yeah.
it'll be the donut end game. Donut game.
Alright, last first note. Well, guys, there you have it. I'm sure this was totally what I Love the Monk had in mind when he wrote the OG turned bad. I mean, I'm sure of it. Also, congrats for making it through this mess of a story all the way to the end. Unfortunately, I'm not giving out anything real, but you can consider my eternal respect as your prize. I just hope that covers all of the precious brain cells you lost. Now that that's all said and done, until next time, really not kawaii out, whoever that is. It totally didn't change my my internet nickname since then.
Actually, that makes it more authentic now that I think about it.
Yeah, because
Oh, yeah,
it's
because,
a
yeah.
fanfic classic.
Because I think even I Love the Monks did that. Because didn't you rename himself from I Love the Monks to Alvin Scott or something? So yeah, just makes it more authentic.
That was great.
Well, that was a trip.
Aesthetic loved it. That's fantastic. That's all we can ask for, as long as one guy likes it.
Hey, if you makes one person happy, you know you did something positive in this world. That's what I legitimately look at it with like a lot of the stories we read, where they're not always good and they're not always entertaining, but they always make us a little happy, and that's what's important.
Yeah, it's nice. We enjoy the bottom of the barrel sometimes, because that's where you get the good wine, I think.
Yeah, why would I pay like $100 for some high class ritzy wine when I can get that cheap ass wine I get to drink and just get drunk with my friends? That's perfect.
Yeah.
All right, this was fun. You got any other things in the works, actually, or do you want to take a break for a while?
I think we're done with this stream.
Okay,
Anything else
fair enough.
Yeah,
I guess anything else we want to talk about?
I just want to show one more thing that's making memes live again.
Hmm.
So it should be now on the screen.
Let me see, and
True story.
nice. Okay, my dog's got to go outside right now. So, do we have anything to say, or do these fine folks before we
yeah. Thanks for turning in for Turned Bad. The Squeakquel kind of a different format for us, but may not be the last time we had something of this caliber in our repertoire.
Oh god, maybe one day we'll do Cosmo in high school. But that would imply that I am ever finished that. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Again, that'd make it more authentic, though, if it's never finished.
I mean, Sonic at high school was finished, so I guess I gotta finish Cosmo in high school.
Oh, well.
Yeah, and the author of Sonic at high school is a cool person and much more successful than us, so shout outs to you.
Aha,
Yeah.
Joke's on us. We can't get money.
Yeah.
Also, shoutouts to Alvin Scott / I like the monks. I love the monks for writing the OG Turned Bad. And you know the usual stuff. Don't contact authors we cover. I guess in this case it's okay since I'm the author, but I don't cover any of our usual suspects.
Otherwise, Cleo will come and shoot you with mouse-sized MP5s, which may not be deadly, but it will fucking hurt.
We will drop a satellite on you.
We will give you the X virus and not feed you orange juice.
And remember, if you do not like, do not read.
Later.
Bye.
Late, y'all.